Alrighty. And then Sunday for the Cup race, the Auto Trader Eco Park Automotive 400 at Texas. I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, he is the championship favorite. Like, I'm going to go with the same sentiment here that I did with Chandler Smith Xfinity Series. I think William Byron wins this race. 100% facts. He is your championship favorite. He is the next Jeff Gordon. He is the best driver in the Cup Series right now. Him and Rudy Fugle, once they got partnered up, have been just unstoppable.
This is Jay from the Dega Boys, reminding you to like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more great content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified of all future uploads on this channel. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video.
It's 24. He is in the 24 car. It's Hendrick's 40th year anniversary. What is the number that Hendrick cares about the most? The 24 team. William Byron. He is going to have just a dominant season. I bet he wins 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 races this year. He is unstoppable. I'm going to take William Byron to win this weekend in convincing fashion. Then my dark horse. I think this guy's going to win sooner rather than later. It's a matter of time. He's in a Gibbs machine. Toyotas have been super good this year. They're the only team to take it at Hendrick at all this year. I'm going to take Gibbs. Gibbs can and will win races. He will be competing for championships soon. He's in the top 5 in points. I just don't think this car suits his driving style. I've said this from the beginning. And yet, even with that detriment, he's still finding performances. I think it's just a matter of time. And I think Gibbs, once he starts winning, I think him and Byron are going to be going at it for years for championships. And it's going to be fun to watch. And so I'm going to take Gibbs as my dark horse this weekend. Texas, I mean, it is kind of a crappy track. The reconfig sucked, and it still sucks. But I hope they don't touch it because I know when they do, it's going to turn into Atlanta. And that's going to make me sad. Makes me sad just talking about it. So, NASCAR Fantasy this weekend. My lineup this weekend is going to be pretty Toyota and Hendrick heavy here. I'm going to go Gibbs. I'm going to go Bubba Wallace. I'm going to go Chase Elliott. I'm going to go William Byron. I'm going to go Tyler Reddick. A lot of these guys I haven't used too much this year. And I think for obvious reasons, I'm going to take these guys. And I think that they're going to give me some great points this year. Especially with the average points they've been scoring this season has been amazing. So I feel like this is going to be a great lineup for me. Matchups. We got William Byron, Kyle Larson. I mean, this one is splitting hairs because I think either one of them can win this race. I think Larson should have won this race last year. He had that incident there late with Bubba Wallace. So I'm going to take William Byron just for the fact that I picked him to win the race. And I think that's a pretty safe pick. And then when it comes to the next matchup, we got Keselowski versus Suarez. I'm going to take Keselowski. Suarez's stats are terrible this year. I mean, take out that Atlanta win. He has been irrelevant at best. And I feel like Keselowski, I don't know, man. It's just, had so much expectations and then it just hasn't worked out. But this weekend, I'm going to take him. I'm going to put the faith in him over Suarez this weekend for that matchup points. Next will be Bubba Wallace and Reddick. A lot like I said about Larson. Bubba Wallace could have won this race last year. Really could have. He's been really fast this year. He's really flying under the radar. He's in points, unlike last year where he had to make it in right at the very end of the season. And that was with 3-4 drivers that had other issues. There was points problems or injuries and snuck his way in. This year ain't that way. It's not that way at all. He's been running really good this year. Very impressive. Every week he's in contention for a top 10, even in contention for a win. It's pretty great to see what he is able to do this year. And he's great for the sport. Hate him or love him, he is great for NASCAR. So I'm going to take him over his teammate Reddick this weekend. I think that Bubba Wallace can do very good this weekend. And then Blaney and Elliott. I did put Elliott on my fantasy team, but I think Blaney's going to do way better. I think Blaney honestly is a contender to win this race. He won the All-Star race there a couple of years ago with the next gen car, and he's always been good at Texas. I think that if anybody in the Ford camp is going to do well, it's Blaney. Blaney has been carrying the banner there, so I'll take Blaney over Elliott this weekend.